Well, hello, everybody. Maybe Ernie Shell, that little sawed off son of a bitch, will come over here. Yeah, fuck you, Ernie. Fuck you, you little sawed off little son of a bitch. You can sit over there and make me fun of me if you want to. What are you going to do? Come over here and tell me that, you little sawed off motherfucker. Yeah, that's all you got, Ernie. Prove where's your receipts at, Ernie? Where's your receipts at, you little sawed off son of a bitch? Yeah, I've got every goddamn video about you because you're a predator. You touch Tina's kids. You're a child rapist. I want everybody to watch my page just so they know that you are a predator. You can go tape, go do whatever you want to. I guarantee you won't come to my face, you little motherfucker. He's made, yeah, he's making videos about me. Oh, you think I care? People's going to get curious, Ernie. People on your little whore of followers can say what they want to. Oh, the Lord had a bad day when he created that thing. Well, guess what? That bitch should have been swallowed. I don't got no record, Ernie. You got a fucking record, you little sawed off son of a bitch. Don't tell him to get his faggot ass over here. He can show 3 busts. That's all he's ever done. I set up the rest of them. That's all you pick on is somebody that's slow, Ernie. You won't come on to a man. You want to take and come on to a woman. You want to talk trash to a woman. Come talk to a man, you little bitch. I'm glad you're showing off my videos. I've got 200 and some videos, and I pray to God everybody goes back and watches them from the time you touched Tina's kids, touched Nick's wife. You touched Tina's kids, you predator. Explain your little video away, Ernie. I ain't striking them. I want people. People will get curious and come and see. I've had more my page for more than 30 days. He can go watch him. I'm glad he is, because you know what? People will get curious. Ernie, everything I've got is about the way Ernie is a predator. The way is a predator to the community. The way he has touched Tina's kids. And I've got the chat logs where we tell that fucking toothless whore that he touched her kids. He wants to claim I raped my sister, that little son of a bitch. That motherfucker don't know me. I don't got no record, Ernie. You got a fucking record. You got a track record a mile fucking long. You little sawed off son of a bitch. Come pick on a man, not a somebody that's got mental problems. Oh yeah, I forgot you are a mental son of a bitch. They can't do it in Gatlinburg either because they got the same DA, you dumb son of a bitch. It's a sad thing. You want to make fun of people. I don't give a fuck. That's the thing. You don't know me, Ernie. I'm glad you're showing my pages out. I'm glad that live little faggot 411, 711, or whatever the fuck he is wants to show my pages off. I'm glad because people's going to get curious. He's showing off now. I set that thing up at the fucking car wash. But it's if you ever watch Ernie, it's the same videos over and over and over. He shows a little clip about that big where I got stumbled on my words. Wowee, because that's all he's got. But if you ever watch him, he shows the same videos over and over and over because that's all he's got. He can say what he wants to about me. You touched Tina's kids. Don't involve Tina's kids, Ernie. You piece of trash. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. LE won't work with your stupid ass. I know what you'll say. I dare you to come to me. We the people, we the people of the tales of the Lycan, we the people, me. We the people of the stand is out to expose you, Ernie. What about your brother? Your own family hates you. Now that's receipts. Where's your receipts at on me? There's no receipts because I don't got a record. You want to make fun of me and how I talk? So be it. But you know what? People is going to come and look at all them videos of where you touched Tina's kids, where you've been a predator of our community, making fun of people that's been baptized, you, Tina, and Xander. That's all he wants to do is make fun of people that's with disabilities. If you ever noticed that all the people that got busted, they all have disabilities, every one of them. Every one of them has disabilities. And I was stupid enough to let them talk me into setting them up. They even begged me to pay people to make their bust, get me to find people so they can pay. Now then try to feed them your line of shit, Ernie. I know that's what you're fixing to do. I don't care what people think about that. Well, I'm like that song by Kid Rock. You know, I've always said you go back to many, many videos of mine. You will never say something to me that's never been said before, Ernie. You'll never do nothing to me that ain't never had nothing to had done to me. You're not a man. You're a coward. All your little followers drank your Kool-Aid, but it's fixing to come down upon yours' heads. You're worthless. You touch Tina's kids, and I'm sure what's sad is you're still breathing and lying, Ernie. What's sad is somebody ain't beat your eyes out. What's sad is you want to get on here and play the victim. The people you come against is the victim. Yeah, he's a liar. He can go play, and them videos I played is 411. He is 411 talking about me. He don't know me. I'll give it to somebody to show on the stand. Ernie Shell's nothing but a liar and a user and abuser. All them videos, the claims that he had been attacked, them videos was posted many months ago. See, if you go what, it's the same stuff about me because that's all he's got. Them two things. He wants to run his mouth about one, and then that little video he made up that one lie, and then he has that little video clip. That's all he's got of me. He ain't got nothing else. I've got 200 and some videos on this fool. He can make fun of me if he wants to. Somebody that can't open their fucking eyes and falls on black ice, then claims he gets attacked. Wants people to feel sorry for him. That's all he's about. Tina's daddy's money's running out. He can't go to Tina the Tooth no more. Sorry, pieces of shit. Her daddy was the same fucking way. You can tell anybody that follows him is worthless. And people's wising up to it. No, Willie Bigley, Doug is a coward. Not a coward. Ernie Shell is a coward. They wrote Doug is a coward. No, 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 no. Ernie Shell's a coward. You got it wrong. Well, I tell you what, yeah, Hallmark, you're getting through. Ernie's a predator. I'll keep saying it. That's why I started my video, and I'm not my videos, and I've got over 200 and something videos from all the claims he's been attacked, all the lies he's made up, the videos he claimed. Haven't seen what? They're all on my page. 200 and something videos. And he wants to do 2 hour lives, 4 hour lives, get people, to make, send him money. That's all he does is beg for money with his cash app. I got 279 videos. A lot of them's live, some of them's lives, but the rest of them is where Ernie touched Tina's kids. All the screenshots of where her kids was scared to talk in front of them, where he touched another man's wife, sexually harassed her. I've got all kinds of videos on Ernie Sterney. Yeah, I said I'm obsessed. You don't know what I'm obsessed with again? I'll tell you why I'm obsessed of exposing these clowns, and I'm not stopping. All he wants to do is he attacks women. He don't even take care of his own kid. So any of you trolls that's watching my page, go back over and ask Ernie why his own uncle got on stage and said that his all Ernie is a liar, basically. Look up Shelby Shell, the trial. Okay? Ernie's no good. Go over and ask him why he was not allowed at his daddy's funeral. Ernie Shell, that's what I'm discussing. Ernie Shell. Ernie the clown, Ernie the scammer, Ernie the user, the abuser touches Tina's kids. He's a predator. That's why my page is called Predators of Predator Hunter Nation. And anybody that wants to question that, go ask Ernie why he can't take care of his own kid. He's about saving kids, but he never took care of his and still don't today. He's 16 years old. Hallmark, you'll just have to watch the lives and some of it. Ernie, this is talking about Predator Hunter Nation out of Cosby, Tennessee. And Ernie Mac Shell, he's a predator, he's a user, he's an abuser. He is a creep that preys on innocent people and families. He's a creep that preys on innocent women. He's a creep that preys on innocent men. And he wants to make a big deal about showing my videos out. I'm glad he is, because people is going to get curious and come check me out. What's this guy about? He's making fun of this guy. Why is he really making fun of this guy? I'll tell you why he's making fun of me. Because I used to be part of the Predator Hunter Nation. I went in and infiltrated them. They sell drugs. They're drug abusers. They are mean to their own kids. They manipulate the system. Ernie drugs men and women. Ernie, Doug is somebody. I'm somebody. I'm somebody that's exposing you. Ernie Shell is nobody. Ernie Shell's nobody's to his own family because Ernie Shell's a scam artist and liar. I love it that he's making fun of it. That's just showing his stupidity. I love it that he's showed my videos. Yeah, I got videos of where during the Brian Laundry case of where they took and he played them videos. The videos he played was the actual footage from the news source because he aggravated the shit out of them, begging to get on on the radio, on the TV, which they got on there. But that girl, if you ever go watch the videos, watch the girl that's telling it. She had no clue. Ernie took and bashed bashed them until they finally put him on there. But guess what? Brian Laundry was in Florida dead. And he claims he's a bounty hunter. He works with dogs about bounty hunter. I've got on there where Lisa, no, he ain't. Lisa come out and said that they're working with nobody. And be aware of people like Ernie Shell and Predator Hunter Nation. And then with the Summer Wells case, they inserted themselves with it, went to the racetrack. Guess what? They come against the racetrack. And guess what? The owner of the racetrack come out on Ernie because Ernie lies. Ernie, they had no business over there. Ernie Shell claims to be an MMA fighter. All you got to do is Google Ernie Shell. You find his name on YouTube, everywhere. Google. Because Ernie Shell's mentally insane. He's been to the psych wards so many times. And Ernie Shell, I wasn't going to go on his page. And Live 411 don't know me. I'm not going on, wasn't going on his page because I don't bow to a predator like Ernie Shell. Wants to go on people's panels begging them for attention and views. That's what it is about Ernie is money, the views. He says he don't got Cash App or nothing, but I bet your bottom dollar, I bet $1 at the end of the show, every video he makes, he's got his Cash App and PayPal on it. No, I tell you what's going to end up happening to Ernie. He's going to end up getting hurt. That's what's going to end up happening to Ernie. I'm just going to call it. What about the people you've heard, Ernie? You're mentally challenged. You need help. You need locked in a rubber room. You didn't get him monetized. Doug was on here way before you, Ernie. You're a coward. You begged Doug for money to get uh, hotel room. You beg the church, and the church, you're a coward. You're worthless. Somebody that'll beg from a take from a church because you're too lazy to work is useless. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna get me something to drink. Yeah, he scammed many wrestlers. He also hollers he backs the blue. He even scammed them. They didn't even get paid. The off-duty police officers running down the road methed up. Well, why you acting stupid, Ernie? You must want it. You're all about drama. I'm glad he showed everything of mine. He's trying to pull the old look up people on Google again. Who cares? Doug don't care about you. You're worthless, Ernie Shell. See, Ernie wants me to have a record. He wants me to have a bad record, but guess what? I don't got no bad record. I do not have a bad record. But Ernie Shell's got a bad record. I think Jamie stopped messing with Doug because he realized how dumb Doug makes him look. Doug don't make nobody look no way. I like Doug's channel because he finally come out and spoke the truth about the master manipulator, the master abuser, Ernie Shell. Doug don't make Ernie. Doug just makes Ernie look like the creep that he is. I don't got no problem with Doug. Doug finally figured you out, Ernie. That's what the problem is. I'm glad he's making fun of him because it's just showing his stupidity. Ernie Shell fails at everything. Ernie Shell likes jumping out of vehicles, drugged up, running 70 miles an hour. Ernie Shell claims to be a bounty hunter, but all of his documents are fake. People's just figuring Ernie out. You was on the run whenever you was running down the interstate, drugged up, afraid the cops was going to shoot you, Ernie. Let's play some videos about old Ernie here. Oh, I forget that I'm still out of jail, guys. Wowee, I was supposed to have been arrested months ago for the claims of human trafficking and everything else. Guess what? It never happened because all Ernie does is lie. All Tina and Xander does is lie. But anyways, let's see what we can find. What we can find. See, two can play that game. I just find it funny. Let's see here. Ernie Shell jumps out of a moving vehicle. Read between the lines. Let's see what we can find. I got scammed by Ernie Shell. Buyer beware. That's all you see is people. Oh, here we go. I'm in clear mind right now. I really am. This is whenever he was at his boyfriend's apartment and kept calling the law. I'm on Facebook Live out on the interstate. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I'm running down the interstate on drugs. But he says it's a tactic. Yeah, the tactic that he's meth plumb out of his head. People's going to shoot me. Please help me, Facebook. Please help me. I'm drug plumb out of my mind. Let's see what this officer tells him. She's my friend. And the officer tells him that the next time he comes, I wasn't going to go live, Don, but Ernie's over there showing everybody my video from last night. I find it funny talking bad about me again. This officer tells Ernie that the next time he calls him, I'll tell you what that table is. That woman that was on that table was drugged plumb out of her head because they drugged her. But anyway, this is Ernie at his boyfriend's apartment. At his boyfriend's apartment, And he kept calling the law and telling them that people was out there to get him. Well, the lobster comes and told him that the next time that he called and didn't have nobody was trying to tell him that nobody was out there, but the next time he called, he's going to call an ambulance to come and get him and take him to a mental hospital where he belongs. Ernie, hello, Jimbo. I'm just telling them a little bit of they're going to shoot me. Oh, God, they're going to shoot me, Facebook Live. Help me, Facebook. They're going to shoot me. Yeah, put the links up there for everything, Don, if you don't care. And I appreciate you, Don. This is called Ernie Shell Jumps Out of a Moving Vehicle. He claims it's a tactic. Everything he does is a tactic. Well, the tactic is just to show people how stupid he is. The tactic is to come up with ways to get over on somebody and use women. He stowed off of his friends and everything else. He's claimed to be going to have us all arrested. He's claimed people was going to come and they put a hit out on his head, which was a lie. That's how Ernie Shell is, a liar. He wants to make fun of me, which that's all good because people, well, he don't know. That's all he is full of excuses. He don't know me. And them videos I played is him talking about me. Well, and in Ernie's chats, he said, I'm going to go over here. I may expose this channel tonight. Thank you, Don. And that's what got me on him. He don't know me. He don't know nobody. He don't, obviously don't know Ernie, or he wouldn't be a following him. But you know how it is. The feathers of a bird flocks together, and convicts are going to flock with convicts. So he's got one of his dumbass followers on there now. But everybody that wants to find out information other information about Ernie Hallmark, just go to look in the chats here. Dawn is going to put all the links in there. The stand, the tales of the liking, Check. Just take the time and go from my short videos to the long videos, and you'll see what I'm talking about Ernie. He's making a big deal about showing my page. I'm glad he is, because he's got over 2,000 followers. And you mean to tell me that none of them is going to take and get curious? They're going to be curious. They're going to come and see what this guy's about. Our eyes and our ears has deceived us. Our eyes and our ears has deceived us. Bob, you'll just have to go to these pages and just look and see who Ernie Shell is. The last tactic was he tried to say somebody was attacking his family. Ernie has no family because they're all turned against him because he's a liar and a user and abuser, and he stole off of them. He stole from his daddy. He stole from everybody. Everybody needs to do their homework whenever it comes to this clown. Which, yeah, he's got a lot of followers, but people, it's supposed to be a sound table, Stacy. It does sound. It's supposed to. She claims it's supposed to uh, do something to the body or something. That's all I know. But that you can plainly see in one of the videos that I have posted a woman laying there. She was drugged plumb out of her mind. That's what Ernie and Tina does, and Xander. They've drugged men and women, and and I know they've took stuff off of them, but I can't. They've stole from them and everything else. Now this was a happening while whenever I first started going over there. These people are bad people. Ernie is a bad dude. You can't trust him. And they made fun of my video from last night, which it's okay. I can care less, but they've accused me of being a predator. And see, for the ones that's just followed, if you ain't for them, you can ask the stand or Tales of the Lycan. If you ain't for them, you're a predator or a predator helper. They have been on my panel. Miss Phillips, they victimized her. She's been on my panel. Everybody that's making these statements, the Tales of the Lycan, and the Stand, he's victimized them. So yes, that's why, and me, they victimized me. That's why we've come up with all these pages to expose the truth about these people. Crafting through lies. He got mad at them and drug their names through mud. Everybody that's coming out against them has been victimized, Bob, by these people, by him. You better stay away from him. True tragedies. I'm 6'4" and 365. And there he is playing that video again where I got tripped up on my words. True tragedy, you better figure this clown out. I don't even have he's making fun of me. I find it funny. Live 411, you're an idiot. I'm not against saving kids, you dumbass. I'm for exposing the predators like people like Ernie. Bitch, you can talk about me if you want to, too, True Tragedy. You don't know me. You're just one of Ernie's whores, just like Tina. You want to talk about me? Go ahead. Don't say nothing to him. Fuck his trash. Fuck Ernie. I'm 6'4", 365 pounds. And you know what? Ernie wouldn't fuck with me. I was the best thing there whenever they was there. But you know, whenever I stepped out, whenever Ernie touched Tina's kids and told me and Nick told Tina about it, I'm the worst thing now because I'm speaking out the truth. You see, and that's the way they work. If you ain't for them, you're a predator. I'm just letting him talk. One, go ahead. Go ahead. No, Ernie, she better be doing her homework and check and see what kind of predator you are. Go on. You never picked me up, big boy. I bet your ice you didn't pick me up, little man. I promise you, you didn't pick me up. You ain't got what it takes to body slam me, bitch. I'm 6'4", 365 pounds, and there's no way in hell or ever hell will freeze over before Ernie Shell picks me up. Believe that. Has anybody watched the shit show on? I'm sitting here watching it. I find it funny. True tragedy. Somebody needs to warn her what kind of predator Ernie is. I'm 365. I'm 6'4". And wear a size 14 ring. Ernie's like, I don't know. Let's go look up Ernie's MMA fighting record. He claims to be MMA fighter. Okay, here we go. 0 wins and 1 loss. He's sawed off piece of shit is what he is. And people who follows him needs to do their homework and see what he does to women. Jimbo, you still in here? Check this out. Ernie Shell versus Tim Black. You can Google this. It's called, hang on a minute. MMA Core. Win. Tim Black versus Ernie Shell. Winner was Tim Black. The loser was Ernie Shell. Okay. Round one. KO punch, knockout punch. Round one. Time was 1 minute and 12 seconds. In the first round, Ernie got knocked out. You can Google it on YouTube. Ernie Shell MMA fighter. You can Google where he. Well, they tried to use a spirit box at the racetrack. So anybody that wants to take up for him, that's right, by another man his size with absolutely no training. The guy that beat Ernie in 1 minute and 12 seconds didn't even have no training whatsoever. But though he makes fun of women, makes fun of me, makes fun of people with disabilities, tell her what. Yeah, Ernie, tell her about you making fun of others. He's probably sitting there beating his pud looking at her. That's the way Ernie is. But every time a man or a woman or a kid, man and woman would come to the hymn shop, even with a kid, Ernie was sitting there gawking, looking at the woman and the kid. I'll be right back, guys. I'll Hey, I'm back, guys, for just a second. Sorry about that. Check it out, what I sent. That's how, see, if they love making fun of people. Hang on. I'll be right back, guys. I'm back, guys. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back, guys. Hey, Tales of the Liking. Yeah, I seen Live 411 is a mod for Ernie. He is the reason let me explain why I played the videos of him. I was sitting there one day. He asked Ernie, said Ernie was a blabbing his mouth about me, okay? About me. And next thing I know, um, I look in chats and see him say, I'm gonna go over here. I may expose Jamie's channel. He's never met me in his life. He's never met me in his life. Never. And he wants to expose me. He called me a predator, which I played the videos. That's why I started on him. I'm back. Hang on, guys. Hang on. The Stand. The Tales of the Lycan are people who has been victimized by Ernie Shell. Hello, Kemper.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
How are you?
Doing good, man.
I've got one more guest coming up here in just a second.
Heck yeah.
Somebody had asked if there was anybody that has been victimized by Ernie, be willing to come up and talk and just tell just a little bit about Ernie and what he's about. I've got one more coming up here in just a second. Hello.
Hello. I'm back.
I've got
So
another one
who's
coming
our
up in just
other guest?
the what?
Who's the other guest today?
Jimbo.
Oh, that guy? I don't know if I can be on the same panel with him, dude. I just don't know. So did you watching any of Ernie's live tonight?
Yeah, I've been watching him.
He's a moron.
That's all he does, bro, is put people down. You know that.
Well, yeah, man. He's still holding on to where he got you all flustered. You said that you were against or whatever helping kids. He knows better. He knows way better. He knows what happened. And, I mean, basically, anybody that knows him knows that he's a lying piece of shit.
Exactly.
And like I've been saying, people need to vocalize that. Put that in words. Tell people that shit. Let them know. Because, hell, you've been being victimized for how long by these fools?
Oh,
yeah, it's just
a
social
while
media.
now.
But it's still the point, man. Like, they do not care. They do not care. The only thing they care about is when it's happening to them.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous. All of the hypocrisies they push out there. Oh, is that a threat? No, it wasn't a threat, dude. It wasn't a threat. You always claim things are threats, Ernie. You need to look at what you say to people if you think what we're saying to you is a threat, boss. You need to look into it.
Do you see how he was making fun of me?
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. But remember, he don't do that, Jamie. He don't make fun of people.
Yeah, I know.
Not on his channel. It's ridiculous. And, of course, you've got the Lisa Marie's and the other ignorants out there that are just eating it up. Oh, give us your little pecker, Ernie. Come on. You know, that shit. It's ridiculous. Let's see what's going on in chat here. Dang, it's lit up. What's up, guys?
I'm going to send a link. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm going to go resend the link to Jimbo.
All righty. Yeah, Don K. Ernie doesn't like to take care of his body, but he wants to put other people down for their looks and all this other stuff. I have been told by many people, dude does not take a shower, not even weekly. Like he has been ran out of people's homes because he stinks. And this is coming from a guy that is supposed to be all this and that, and he's nothing. Just a big stink ball. And Wolf Lover, yeah, I seen live 411. Like, I don't understand half these people. They don't do any research on anybody. And then they hug up on somebody's cock like Little Ern. It's ridiculous. Like, I'm glad Doug's seen through it. And, of course, Ernie is digging into Doug. But Doug didn't do anything out of the way that me and Jimbo haven't done. We just don't have 30,000 followers. But you don't see Ernie coming at me and Jimbo like that. Oh, you're going to go to jail. He don't want to talk to us. He don't want to be on the same panel with us. He's a scared little girl. It's ridiculous. But he's badass. It's going to save your kids. He apprehends all these criminals. I mean, let's see here. Sorry, guys, I'm here. I'm just reading what you guys are saying out there.
I want to welcome Jimbo Collins and Matthew Kemper to the page.
What is up, brother?
Sorry, guys, I'm here. I'm just reading what you guys are saying out there. Jambalaya.
Welcome Jimbo Collins and Matthew Kemper to the page.
What is up, brother?
Sorry, guys, I'm here. What you guys are saying out there. Somebody's got an extra window open.
I've got an extra window open. I got to close it somewhere. Hold on a minute.
What is up, brother?
I was watching Jamie on YouTube. Can you hear me now? Is it better?
Yes, sir. Much better.
I was like, damn, they're repeating me. No,
I was like, there's 3 or 4 of us in here, man. I'm glad Ernie ain't hearing this shit. He'd flip the fuck out, dude. Oh my God, they're everywhere.
He'd be running down the road saying, help me, Facebook.
Don't shoot me, Jimbo. Don't shoot me. He's got a knife under his flat flap.
They're going to shoot me, and I ain't done nothing.
Help me, Facebook.
Help me, Facebook.
But you know that was a sting operation, right?
Oh, of course. Especially when they were at Phil's apartment, dude. That was the best part of it. That cop was like, no, there wasn't nobody after you. We looked. Like, no, little boy, stop telling you little lie.
Oh,
Great.
He loves caught in a lie. Old Ern.
Did you watch any of the video, Jimbo?
The Ernie today?
Tonight. This evening.
Which one? The
only one he did.
I watched a little bit. I was in and out of watching it. Yeah, there was where he was.
It was like 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, where he was eating chips and asking for money and.
Well, he was live about 5 minutes ago. His whole video conspired of. He took and showed making fun of my video from last night.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what he was doing?
And of course, almost the entire time he's doing that, he's trying to figure out a way to block all the trolls permanently so they can't see anything.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't tell you how many people he asked that. And of course, that one chick that was on his panel, she was like, oh, yeah, I know how to do it, but you got to make me mod. I'm like, all right. Good deal. Bringing all these skanks to mod for you. I don't care. It's still going to go down.
He said after Saturday he's going to need 40 mods, 30 or 40 mods.
Well, he's going to have over 30,000 followers, dude.
Did you get Donald Trump? Is that what he's doing? Donald Trump's going to come on there?
He probably. Either that or Stormy Daniels. I don't know which one, but, you know.
He's a buffoon.
Yep.
You know, he's. Did you get that thing I sent you, Jamie, with Tim Black's record on it?
Yeah, that's what I was just looking at.
He won 3 fights in his career, 3 wins, 9 losses. One of his wins was over Ernie.
And he didn't have no training whatsoever.
Right.
Yeah, he's only got one knockout ever, and that was over Ernie.
Well, Ernie's claiming he's going to whoop Don Wells' ass. He's going to whoop Doug's ass. Like,
is he going to whoop Don Wells' ass as Ernie, or is he going to pretend to be somebody else?
Yeah.
I heard he tricked Don into taking a phone call from him today.
He did. Of course, Ernie was stalking Jamie's live stream last night. And, of course, he has to be involved. He was pissed because he gets no love from the Wells. So he had to lie about it to be able to even talk to Don. That'll tell you how desperate that fool is.
I mean, he's got to lie about it because all he's done since day one is accuse Don and throw him under the bus and try to
exactly and talk to him like crap.
Yeah.
Yep.
And talk about him like crap. Every problem that Don is having and Candace is having is like people like Ernie. Ernie's caused that. Molly Golightly's caused that. But the main thing is Molly and Bullhorn Betty and Ernie Shell.
Yep.
And today, Ernie Shell is the biggest part of why they're having the troubles that they're having. And it's uncalled for. It's pathetic.
Well, when you're a nobody, you have to put yourself into that situation. And, this is his constant MO. It don't matter what it is. It could be Kenosha. It could be a possible anniversary attack of January 6th. It could be all kinds of dumb shit. And he's trying to put his name in there because, the fact of the matter is that he's a nobody. He's a nothing. He called me a nobody. That's fine. I ain't trying to be somebody, but you're trying to be somebody you're not, Ernie.
Yeah.
The only thing that I see you being is a little girl. You act like a preschooler, making fun of people and everything else. You wonder why it's all coming at you. Huh?
No, I was just saying, yeah.
Oh.
I opened up another window so I could chat along with the chat.
I got you.
Ernie's just getting in people's channels just to wreak havoc. That's all he's about. He wants to feel important. He wants to always down somebody, Jill. And if you ever noticed on me, Jimbo, or Kent Matt, it's always the same thing because he's got nothing on us. He always hollers he's got receipts, he's got this, but though he proves nothing.
Right, because just like that really, really, that ignorant shit that he was saying tonight about you and your sister, Jamie. That was
exactly.
Dude, oh my God, they were arrested 3 times. He would be preaching that shit, but yet he does this to other people, and he knows that's a fucking lie, and so does Tina and her fucking wooden tooth over there.
Exactly.
Like they know.
No tooth
they know.
In there.
Or the little idiot.
Is that a tooth hole? Like a face hole?
Yeah, a face hole, just like what Ernie was bleeding out of in the hospital.
No, that's his soft vag, man. That's what that was.
Well, you
seen the picture of him laying in the bed.
Yeah.
He went on his live and talked about having people call the school system where I work and try to get me fired, that I don't need to be around kids and I'm a predator. So what kind of bullshit is that?
Yeah. Like, he makes these claims. He brings nothing. He claims screenshots. Screenshots ain't always proof there, Ernie.
Well, I got some screenshots for Ernie that if he's going to claim those as receipts and proof, then he got a lot of explaining to do about Eric Rush.
Yeah, he does. The same man that broadcasted Ernie Shell gave me Hep C and herpes.
Yeah. Hey,
he raped me when I was a prisoner underneath him in jail.
I got those voice memos from Eric Rush that Ernie accidentally forwarded to me.
Mm-hmm.
And he flat out tells him, Ernie, you hurt me. I thought you loved me. I thought
I'm going
we
to
were
kill
in
you
love."
for what you did to me.
Yeah, yeah. Like I didn't want to change you as a man. I just wanted to get close to you. You
As a
know, and
person.
just you know, if he
Okay,
wants to
guys.
claim receipts and call that stuff legit, we can go there. We can definitely go there.
We're talking about the love rectangle video that is posted on the liking page. If anybody's interested, that's some of Ernie's, I guess, side bitches or something. I don't know. Because he's got the panty brigade and then he's got those boys.
Yeah, but if you notice, most of the panty brigade looks like those boys.
What is the Hay House? What is that?
That is a transition home.
Yeah.
People that are addicts or homeless or whatever, they stay there. They learn how to do daily functions and shit like that. Like,
Casey said, please tell me about the Hay House.
Oh, that's where he met Eric Rush.
Yes, where that happened. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where he met Eric Rush. He was an employee there at the Hay House, like a security guard or something. And he used his position, according to Eric Rush, to take advantage of him sexually. And the two of them formed a sexual relationship while Eric was in the Hay House. When Eric got out, he wanted to continue, but Ernie wanted to keep that secret life a secret.
Mm-hmm.
Deny. Well, denial is river. It's not Ernie. Maybe I don't know. Maybe Donald Trump can help him out with that. You know.
Well, I mean, you never know.
Okay. I heard Ernie bring this up in one of his lives, guys, and for everybody that's here probably don't know, explain to them about the murder for hire plot that Ernie, Tina, and Xander made up in their head to try to get people in trouble.
Okay. All right. Here's the deal on the murder for hire. Ernie was my friend, and
For over 20 years, correct?
yes. And I have another friend that I've known for since we were, and I'm 10 years since we were 10, and I'm 48. So another friend that I've known for 38 years, who all three of us were friends, and him and Ernie were friends, but they act like they didn't trust each other. And my friend got in trouble for some stuff with those government payday loans or whatever.
Yeah, the coronavirus relief package for
So he got in some trouble over the paperwork he filed, and he thought Ernie was the reason why he got in trouble. So I tried to tell him I didn't think that was true, and I still don't believe that's the case. And I tried to have them meet and talk and make up. And neither like they talked. We all three met. I got a lot of voice recordings of Ernie talking some crazy stuff, and then we can release all that later too. But they're both big conspiracy theorists, and neither one of them, like, they left there acting like they were buddies, and then they both start messaging me talking about the other one, and man, I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I thought up this thing in my head. I'm like, I'm gonna call Ernie, because Ernie has told me probably a dozen times, probably more than that somebody's trying to kill him. Told me his ex-wife's family was trying to kill him. Told me that there's people in his back seat trying to kill him. That Shelby's escaped and he's trying to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
So people following him in Canada because something to do with Shelby. They're trying to kill him. So here I just said, okay, Ernie. I called him. I said, look, Chris, my other friend, he's looking for a hitman, basically. And I made up the story, and Ernie recorded it and went to the FBI with it. So, a couple days later, I don't know exactly how long later, but The FBI guy called me into his office. So I went in there and I sat down, told him the whole truth. And I told him, he knows all about Ernie's scams and lies.
Can I ask you a question, Jimbo?
Yeah.
Did you have his representation with you?
Yes.
Was his name Brad?
No.
Okay, I'm just wondering because Ernie's been splatting that the past couple of days too.
Yeah, it wasn't Brad. But
just curious.
Brad embarrassed Ernie in another court situation with me and Ernie a long time ago. But I'll tell you, that's another story for another time. But anyway, this FBI agent, he knew about Ernie scams. He even told me that a couple years ago he almost slapped the cuffs on Ernie himself. And it was about the FBI didn't gotta tell me, but I've deducted it was about the Jason Jones stuff where Ernie was claiming to be Homeland Security, threatening the guy's life, threatening to kill him. So he got the FBI called on him on that one. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So I told the FBI I'm willing to take a lie detector test. You can have my phone. You can do whatever you want. You can go through my messages. There has never been a mention of a hitman. There's no evidence of it because it didn't happen. Whatever you need me to do to prove. And he said, just tell me. So there's no danger. Ernie Shell's life's not in danger. I said, hell no. Nobody cares about Ernie Shell. And he laughed about it. I laughed about it. I left. I haven't heard from him since. That was back in August.
Mm-hmm. Right before I met you.
Yeah. So that whole story was me trying to get two friends to leave each other alone. I made a mistake. Man, do I regret it.
Yep.
Because Ernie's tried to ruin my life with that bullshit. But Tina and Xander never mentioned as being a target.
And as a matter of fact, they weren't mentioned, but at least 3 trolls were mentioned in that.
Yeah. And Tina called me a liar.
That's how relevant they are to the story.
Tina called me a liar and said she saw a MoneyGram that I was sent to facilitate this murder. I'm like, damn, I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
Show it to me. If you've seen it, I would like to see it. Not true. Absolutely not true. I have a MoneyGram where I order basketball uniforms from Pakistan, but I don't receive money on MoneyGram. I never have, probably never will. But, those are just a bunch of pack of lies that Ernie and them dreamed up. They thought they were going to be able to use that in their damn film and their reality show and make them look like somebody's trying to kill them. Like somebody's trying. And Tina said, "What is it for? What they need me out of the way? Who the fuck needs Tina similarly out of the way?
Right? Like who gives a fuck, dude?
All she wants to get out of the way of is a damn bar of soap."
And something to do with them crabs on her underarms and her legs.
God, oh my gosh! Like the itching has got to be crazy around that bus.
All the crabs and herpes running around.
You see all their fingernails, how dirty they stay. Like Ernie, you can look at his pictures of his hands on his videos.
Yeah,
take a picture of his hands. Well, screenshot, pull it up.
Not for nothing. I mean, nasty. I'm not even trying to take up for anybody, but I can sort of understand Tina and Xander having dirty hands because they grow hemp. Okay, I get it. When I used to grow weed, mine was the same way. But Ernie don't work. Ernie lives in his car.
Yeah.
It ain't like he's out there earning a living.
Yeah. Well, that's the short and complete version of the murder for hire. That's all it was. There's never a real murder for hire.
No.
It was a story I made up, all on me. Nobody else involved. Chris Lewis wasn't involved. He has had no idea until Ernie started posting that shit on social media. But he had no idea that there ever was even mention of that being said. So, that was all me, 100%. And the FBI has cleared me 100%.
So let me ask you this. Has Tracy Smith conspired to do anything?
Me?
No, period.
Not that I know of.
Okay. How about
Not
me?
that I
Have
know
I
of.
conspired to do anything but put Ernie's information out for everyone to see?
Not that I know of.
There we go.
Okay, Matthew,
Yes, sir.
tell the people about how this all started in the remember a long time ago whenever it all started, just over people asking questions, like whenever they'd come on there
Yeah. Well,
into the
well, as you know, Jamie, we were in a couple of groups together, County Life and Keeping Newport Informed on Facebook, and these are community pages where people post advertisements for things in the community, businesses, events, that kind of stuff. Any kind of tragedy in the community, whatever, it gets posted there. Well, as you remember, Tina and Xander and them they would post some outlandish stuff or comment with some crazy shit. And well, they started with the pre QAnon Pizzagate bullshit with kids being in all these underground tunnels, and that the Hollywood elite and the world elite is stealing kids and keeping them in tunnels. And they were pushing this shit in our community pages. Well, us trying to keep things somewhat in reality, we were fighting against it. We were like, okay, well, show us your proof. Show us about these tunnels. Show us about these kids you've saved. And we weren't assholes about it. We were just like, as a matter of fact, let's see your proof. And
Hang
you
on.
okay over there?
Yeah, I'm gonna put you off mute. Hello.
Anyway, they were coming in there and passing this shit around like it was
What's
real,
wrong?
and we wanted proof from it. And I mean, you remember, Jamie, we got into some heated arguments with them.
yeah.
Like they calling everybody, literally, pastors' wives, law enforcement, you name it. If they asked for proof, they become a pedophile or a pedophile protector. And this is how the numbers of this quote unquote trafficking ring went down to Newport. This is how they tagged it. That's why it was so big, because the entire community was like, no, fuck you. You're not going to pass that shit in here. We're not going to let you. And we hadn't. Well, it was such a big deal to them that they had all of their different profiles trying to join this group, their friends, their daughters, you name it. Yeah, Tina's daughters were booted out of the community groups, and they just try to troll. And all they've done is try to cause trouble on social media, in the community. Like they try to say that they can sue one of my ex-employers because they were part of destroying their business. Well, first of all, they destroyed their business. Second of all, they can't sue one of my old employers that I worked for maybe 3 months. I can tell you in that 3 months, me being the CBD and Kratom guy, lots of people came in there and complained about the hemp cafe and the people that worked in it. Well, as you know, they don't have many employees, so that's going to cancel out a lot of shit. That means it was them being complained about.
Yep.
And I mean, not only did I see it with my own eyes, but I also heard about it constantly. Did I respond? No, because my employer had a policy: no religion, no politics, no gossip. We don't do that. We're here to make a transaction, leave the drama at the door. If people wanted to talk about it to us, that was fine. We could not respond. We were to redirect towards the transaction, the purchase. So they can say what they want, and I know they're going to, but the fact is, you guys did it to yourself. You guys attacked a lot of businesses, not just your competitor for hemp and kratom, but a lot of businesses. The one behind you, the one that you claim has sent down people to your business to try to burn you out. Like, really, guys? Nobody wants to give up their future to do some dumb shit like that for you. Nobody does. Nobody wants to kill you. Nobody's wanting to burn your place down. We want you guys to just go away. But you're not going to. So here we are. But those community groups, like I said, they still tried. They probably have a couple trolls in there right now. That's okay. They can try to do whatever. That's fine. They'll get booted once they do. It ain't like we're in there trashing them like they think. They hardly ever get talked about in those groups. As a matter of fact, it's probably been 4 or 5 months. And all it was an update on what the dumbasses were doing. So the whole community could know.
Exactly.
That's why. Because I'm sorry, anybody who's got common sense, you want to have good neighbors. If you don't, you keep your eye on that bad neighbor. That's just the way it goes.
Exactly.
You make yourself a bad neighbor, then you sort of put a target on yourself. It wasn't nobody else but you guys. And yeah, I know you're listening. That's fine. But the point is, y'all did it. Jamie didn't do it. Jimbo didn't do it. Tracy didn't do it. Cott County Life didn't do it. CJ Ball didn't do it. Armando Fontes didn't do it. Y'all like to name drop all the time. Y'all don't know any of these people, but yet you're going to lie about them. That's horrible, man. That just shows what your character is made of. Just keep all the work.
And it's all the truth. Everything that gets posted, he talks about receipts. Well, that's all that's been posted is stuff with receipts.
Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not going to post some hearsay that I've not personally talked to the person involved. I will not do it.
Exactly.
I'm not going to make claims like other people do. I'm not going to do it because that's going to weaken, that's going to water down the truth. That's going to make it weaker. That discredits it. We ain't here to discredit anything. We're here to tell the truth about Ernie. Now, if that discredits him, that's his fault. So, but yeah, like I said, they still try. They still hate it. And I'm pretty sure other groups aren't letting them do their thing either.
I'm back.
I know that.
Sorry, guys. My wife called from Walmart. She was sounded like she was crying. I was worried about her, and she wasn't crying. Her teeth were chattering. She's so cold. She said,
"Oh,
so the ice storm's hitting here." And
gotcha.
She was telling me to have the kids ready to help her in with the groceries when she got here.
Wolf lover, everybody should avoid them. All of them.
The predator hunters.
I'm just reading them.
Yeah.
But yeah, they still try. They don't succeed. But as Tina says it, they're in it to win it.
Yeah.
Like, they've claimed that we've also given death threats to their family. Like, seriously, guys, you're not that fucking important.
I mean, let's play devil's advocate and look, not from our side, not from their side. Let's look from the outside looking in. Okay?
Okay.
Why the hell would we come at them with death threats? Why the hell would anybody do anything to them? Who are they? I didn't even know who they were till you explained it to me. Like, they're idiots. They're living in their own little fantasy world where they think that they're so important that there's people taking attempts on their lives, threatening their lives. Nobody gives a damn whether they live or die. I'm going to tell you right now, I sure as hell wouldn't want to go to jail because one of them idiots bit the bullet. So,
Wolf lover, Ernie Shell has not saved no kids.
Not a one.
Never. He's had them fall in his lap a couple times and tried to take credit for it, but just like, going to Kenosha and saying
working that security.
Yeah, buddy. Oh my God. He's an ambulance chaser, man. He goes and follows these stories and tries to get there, and then finds a independent reporter, a Facebook reporter, and tells her that he's a big bad security officer and he's there to work security and put me on your show.
Yep.
And he shares that and say, look, I'm talking to a real reporter.
And that's how he gets the intro and the outro for his fucking little show he's got. All that bullshit that he shows everybody during his live is nothing but a couple of years accumulated of that kind of shit. And he plays it on repeat.
Yeah.
He's been doing the same thing with his post on Facebook. It's all recycled bullshit.
Yep.
And there's still people that don't see it. I don't get it. Now, I know there's some people that don't care. That, like Tina and Xander, they're just naturally dishonest people that just get along with Ernie. Now, we've seen a little friction. That's to be expected when you have that many narcissists going on, you know?
Yeah. They almost blew up pretty good there. And I think that it would have been real bad if there wasn't that
Ernie jumping from the Hummer.
Well, yeah, but if it
I
wasn't
think
for
that was to garner sympathy
that,
from them, but that's just mine.
I'm talking about. I think it would have got real bad if the Tina wasn't in love with Ernie.
Right.
Like she's obsessed with him. It's easy for anybody to see except for her husband. Like, you feel bad for Xander a little bit, and then you say, "Nah, no, I don't feel sorry for him. Well, fuck him.
He's a big boy. He makes his own decisions." So yeah.
I'm reading through the chat, guys. So
That's what I'm.
We're all reading through the chat.
You can smell the burn.
Okay, Stacy, I'll tell you what happened. We was at a birthday party. There's me, Tina, Xander, the kids, Nick, his wife. We was at one of the kids' birthday party. Okay, me, Tina, Xander, and Nick was outside. Tina was outside. I was outside. Xander was outside. Ernie was outside, but Ernie went inside. Whenever he was noticed that we was all outside, well, Ernie is about women and men, of course. But anyways, you notice how he thinks every woman should flock towards him. Okay.
Yep.
Well, he was inside and Nick's wife was in there. They're standing at a table. Ernie comes up behind Nick's wife and grabs her on the shoulder and goes all the way down, touches her behind and everything. Touches her behind inappropriately, and starts saying stuff inappropriately. Well, the kids was in there, and two of the kids stood up and said, the one that was the oldest, the next, not the oldest, but the one young, little, not as old as the oldest, stood up and said, Ernie, sit the F down. And set the fuck down. And the other kids spoke up and said, he touches just like this all the time.
Wow.
Okay. And I noticed Nick and his wife had left, and come to find out, Nick's wife had told Nick about Ernie touching her and what the kids have said. Okay, so we make this chat. We made this chat between, and I've got it all on my page. Ernie talks about receipts. I don't post nothing unless I've got some kind of receipts. Of course, they are screenshots because I'm not good at this. I'm new at this. Okay. But keep in mind, there's me, Tina, and Xander, Nick, and Ernie at one time. But Ernie gets mad at us and leaves. Okay. This is around the time he was acting crazy and this and that. But anyhow, we bring it to Tina and Xander's attention, and she gets plumb pissed because we bring it to their attention.
Yep.
And it's constantly talked about. She like sound like it's no big deal. I have a video of it too. I'll bring that up in just a second. But anyways, she lets on like it's no big deal. And Nick just plainly tells her, if you read in chat, what happened to my wife was not a lie. And then it just come down to it. Nick told him in the same chats that him and his wife didn't want to be, after that stunt, didn't want to be around him no longer. And they didn't go over there. So Nick still hung around a little bit, and his wife did start just whenever Ernie was gone. We did come back. Well, they're up here at a restaurant, and it got brought up again. It was like no big deal. Tina got plumb pissed because we told her, and she did nothing about it.
Of course not. Of course not. Makes you wonder what else she's protecting Ernie from.
Exactly.
You know? She's going to do that kind of shit. That's sort of shady, man. She says that she is a advocate for children that are being sexually abused. What about women just being touched inappropriately?
Barbara, he does not.
Anything? I'm sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good, brother.
Does he pay child support? Answer that, Matthew.
No, he does
Absolutely not. And we have receipts from the baby's mama.
He has never. He has never paid child support, and his son is 16 years old.
Yep.
Not only has he not paid child support, he's never helped with anything in the boy's life.
And his kid chooses not to see his father.
Yeah.
Because he knows who his father is.
Yeah. Has nothing to do with the trolls.
Yep. Or anybody else but Ernie.
Yeah.
That's 100% his. He owns that. That's his shit. He won't, but we're telling you that's how that works. That's his. I don't think he's ever done anything responsible to help anyone that he might be obligated to in his life. Has he? I mean,
no.
Working a real job.
I do have a theory about his car.
Not mooching off of people. Like, I know that's a job, but still. What were you going to say, Jimbo?
I said I do have a theory about his car. I mean, people said that, they thought that Tina might have threatened repo, or Tina and Xander might have threatened to take it back.
Yep.
Which means they were the ones who bought it and not, the sponsor. But either way, Ernie's always advertising for Tina's T-shirts and Problem Salved. So I wonder if he ain't cut a deal with them, hey, I got all these followers, and I don't have to pay you anything. Could you, let me, count that as a payment? Because he don't work. He don't earn no money.
Nope.
I mean,
he used her daddy's money.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, he's got payments due in Harlan Court tomorrow for tickets from 2007.
That's why he's pushing that money so hard right now.
Yeah, he needs to tell the judge why he hasn't paid those off yet. So,
that's wild.
Yeah.
It's just like the Trump text. Let me tell you a little bit about that. They have what they call burner phones. Ernie, if you noticed, he carries 2 or 3 phones.
Yep.
Okay. Ernie will set up a fake profile just like he did with Donald Trump and start sending messages talking to himself. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. He does that with not just Donald Trump. He does that with
everything.
Military generals and shit like that.
Somebody sent me a picture. Did you guys see Ernie flash that message from Donald Trump the other day?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Somebody sent me a picture of them and they were making fun of Ernie, they was like, look, I'm friends with Donald Trump too. And their message was from Donald Trump, same Donald Trump picture, same account. And it said almost the same thing, except it had their name in it instead of Ernie's.
Yep.
So that
And
must be beautiful. Something generated. Yeah, I mean, what the hell?
Oh, I'm sure, man. That's Ernie and his receipts. The thing is the receipts that we have access to the real phones that they were made in.
Well, I know he's a fake because he has personally asked me to Photoshop him certificates and a degree.
Trying to get a promotion at work.
Yes.
Here's a good question whenever you get a chance.
How did all of us get involved with Ernie? The community groups and him threatening me, my family, and friends. It happened about a year ago with him, Tina, and Xander. Xander sort of sits back, so he doesn't really do a lot of the visible stuff, but these two, they would go at us, threaten our families, post all of our pictures, information, that kind of stuff. And
yeah.
Did Ernie's parents kick him out, Jimbo?
When? You have to be more specific. Yes, they have before. Now, Ernie's parents aren't together. Ernie's father's passed away. And when his father passed away, he wasn't speaking to Ernie. And
because he sold his brother out.
His step family, his dad's wife and others asked Ernie not to be at the funeral.
So, I think it was, I've seen that message actually.
Yeah.
And that was posted by Ernie.
and he showed up anyway, claiming he didn't see the message. And so all hell broke loose, and he got embarrassed at his dad's funeral. He's double crossed everybody he knows. If you know him and you haven't been double crossed yet, just wait. It's coming. It's coming. And when he does, just know you're going to be a pedophile. You're going to be a child predator. You're going to be a drug dealer. You're going to be a thief. He's going to try to destroy your reputation because that's all he can do. The thing is, thank God, his reputation is so terrible and his name is so bad that no matter what he says about me, my community, they don't care. They laugh at it. Like, oh, he's at it again? Pfft, whatever. You know.
But I just seen a comment that said, is Ernie a con man or is he delusional and believe what the BS he says?
Both.
I was going to say half and half, yeah. Half of what he says, I guarantee you he believes it. I mean, like Jimbo said a little bit ago with the murder for hire thing, Ernie has a history of people trying to kill him. Period.
Yeah. And
this is well over a decade-long thing of his, at least. So, and I believe part of him believes that. Now, I also believe he knows half of what he thinks about it's bullshit. But I think he's trying to make the story work. And that's why we get all this crazy shit. Because it's just a stretch of the imagination.
Okay. I've got a thing posted up here on the bottom of the screen. Ernie pulled some bullshit and said I got arrested like he said about you. What she's talking about is this woman right here has been harassed by Ernie, by Tina and Xander. This woman right here is supposed to be my co-pilot of human trafficking some Hispanic kids up to Hartford from the 440 truck stop. And they are saying that we both have records. I don't have no record whatsoever. Not the record that they want me to have. This is some lies that they have come up with, along with the woman they conned to come up on their page. They've been known to threaten to call CPS on people just because they ask questions and everything else. And it's all nothing but a pack of lies.
Yeah. If they said it, you pretty much guarantee it's bullshit.
Exactly.
Yep.
I mean, you don't really have to make yourself understand that they're off their rockers. All you got to do is go look at their Facebook page. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Like, it's out there, dude. It is out there. So that, yeah, they believe some of this shit half and half, man. I guarantee you, all of them believe half of this shit.
And that restaurant brand is called the Woodshed.
Yep.
They have come against the Woodshed. They have come against our.
Well, hell, dude, they accused the Woodshed of serving human meat, dude. Think on that one.
Yeah,
Right,
tried to destroy their business.
Yeah. I mean, they would harass people that were driving by because the way that the Woodshed sits, you have to drive by the hemp cafe to get to it. And they would harass the customers going in and out. I know this for a fact. Why? Experience. Been there, done that. Like I said, they did not really keep their welcome long in Newport. They really didn't. And the people in Newport are being nice right now. They don't understand that. They don't. They're being very nice to them. So maybe they should just chill out.
Ernie is with Tina, Xander, and Predator Hunter Nation. They're all same as one. All three of them's con men, con women. They lie. They manipulate the system. They know, as law enforcement has said, they know their limits. And it has been said by law enforcement, and I do have official documents of that they are tired of these people that's doing this to the community. Plain and simple. But they know their limits. Ain't that right, Matthew?
Matthew, you here? I don't know. He may be experiencing technical difficulties. Am I experiencing technical difficulties too? Can you hear me, Jamie?
I can hear you good.
Hello?
There he is.
Are you okay? There he is.
Matthew, Ernie didn't get you, did he? You there, dude?
He's having technical difficulties.
Yes, Gio. He is really short. He's about 5'7". I think his driver's license says 5'8", but I'm pretty sure he's about 5'7" with shoes on. He's a wee little man.
He wears boots because of his height.
And he still don't get up there.
And he still wears those layers of shirts to make himself look thicker. Like, man, we know the tricks, Ernie. Thank you, man. We like those high water pants of yours, though, dude.
Somebody asked him what to explain what he did, and he said he's an overpriced security guard. Listen, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but An overpriced security professional.
Yeah, that's what he's always said. Like that's his go-to. Overpriced security professional. I heard one of those girls, I think it was on that Ziggy show, ask him when he said that, well, how much are you? You know, what do you charge to be a security professional? And it caught him off guard.
Yeah.
Because he don't make a damn thing. He don't do nothing. He begs for money. That's what he does. But he caught him off guard and he said, let's just say I'm overpriced. I'm expensive or something like that.
That's just like whenever he fell on ice, he claimed he got attacked.
Yep. That we planned the attack.
Exactly.
That it was us. Yep. That's that psychosis of his, that bullshit.
That's just the way it always is. It's the troll's fault, or it's Matthew's fault.
It's always the troll's fault, Jamie. You know that. It was our fault before it was our fault, man. Like, this is how they work it. There's no chance anybody could be doing anything, even themselves. But there's no chance that could happen. It's the trolls.
Well, the thing is,
and that's been Ernie. I'm sorry.
It sure is a lot easier to lay the blame on somebody else than admit.
Well, I mean, if you go and look on Horror Mask News, they have videos that are 5, 6, 7 years old, probably older in some of them, of Ernie talking about people ruining his life. Same thing with his home, his job, his kid, all this crazy shit. And then in the next video, he's talking about how things got out of hand. He screwed up. He's sorry, blah, blah, blah. And the next thing you know, it's the troll's fault again. But he'll never come out and admit anything he did. He'll play the pity pot. And that's where it gets dollars. Playing the pity. That's why that card, Tina and Zan.
Yeah.
Do.
That's just the way he's always been like that. For years and years and years. And Jimbo's known him for over 20, so I guarantee it's been about 30 years he's been like that.
Oh, yeah.
25 or 30.
Who knows? Thank you. We appreciate that. We appreciate that. And that's what we're here to do, is to let everybody know about this guy. Sorry, I was saying a comment, guys.
Anybody else got anything they want to add to this? Jimbo,
he's gonna auction that rusty, dusty, stank ass car of his. Really? That's great.
He's auctioning the car?
That's what I'm seeing Sunshine and Apple Pie say.
Well, hell, he tried to sell it and he couldn't get $2,000 out of it.
Right. Well, I mean, you got to think of all the boy toy fuck stains that are in it, dude.
Well, the thing is, when he does auction it and he don't get what he's claiming, how's he going to get out of it? How's he going to get out of not selling it? Because when you auction something, by God, it's when the high bid wins.
Who would want it? That's been his house for how long?
It's got a house on wheels, man. I mean, that's pretty good.
I think we all got him beat on that one.
My house has wheels too, but it's a double wide. Kemper's been having technical difficulties all night. We're supposed to do a live at 10 o'clock. I'm worried about him.
I'll let him get him back in here, and I'm going to get off here in a minute. I just wanted to bring everybody on and just get a little bit of what these people is about.
Shoot, buddy. Anytime you want me to come on and chat with you, I will. I think I have fun.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
And I appreciate you and Matthew.
I mean, it's all about team, dude. It's all about team.
Absolutely.
Yep. Power in numbers. And trust me, he loves his troll army. He does. If you want to call it that.
Matthew, I'll start with you. Tell a little bit about your Tales of the Lycan.
The Tales of a Lycan, it's just a go-to reference for anything legit of Ernie's. If you want to know anything about Ernie Shell, just go visit the Lycan page. It's probably got 10 years, close to, of documentation of things he's done, people he's harassed or stalked, harassed their children. I mean, you name it. It's all on there. And these.
Mommy had a bunch.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, like I said, when I started this, there was one page with anything about Ernie Shell on it, and that was Horror Mask News. So me trying to find out more about this guy, I took those crumbs and tried to bridge the gap from then until now on what he's been doing, who he's harassed, you name it. And that's the point of it, is to be a public service announcement. Hey, look out for this train wreck, because here it comes. So
Barbara, it's in the chat.
Do what?
Barbara was wanting the links to the channels, and I told her that Dawn was putting them into chats. Okay, Jimbo, tell these people about what the stand is.
Hey, the stand is like a partner of the same thing that Predators of Predator Hunter Nation is. You know, we're just spreading the truth about the liars. That's all it's about. You know, Ernie was talking about. I heard him on one of his lives today, or recorded live, where he's talking about how, you know, I'm obsessed with him. No, I'm not. I wasn't even involved at all until Ernie dragged me in it.
Yep.
Ernie had a mole in one of those messenger groups that from the Newport groups that knew him and were, you know, outing him, and somebody had told them that I knew Ernie, and they said, you know, if you really want to find out, then you need to contact this Jimbo Collins. He's the key. Well, Ernie saw a screenshot of that and assumes that I'm the one who gave him all the information. I'm telling you right now, I never gave a snippet of info to anybody until he came at me accusing me of it. Now he's created this.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm not going to stop. He said he's not going to stop till I'm in jail. Well, I'm not going to stop until your scam is over.
Right.
And it is coming to an end.
And there's a few of us that have making that stand.
Yeah.
And that's why the channel is named The Stand.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Can you tell me right quick what a strike means? Because he got a strike on his channel.
I think if you get so many, you can have your channel taken away. You can they'll restrict you on certain things. It's almost like a community standard violation on Facebook. It's the YouTube version of that, I guess.
Right.
And you can get a strike for multiple things. So,
good. Well, the way he threatens people all the time, and
he got one for Doug a few days ago. He got Doug a strike.
Yeah.
And that's why Doug went and said, all right, let me tell you about this little fuck ass Ernie.
Yeah.
That's why he did that. So, I mean, and Ernie wants to know what the fuck you did, dude. This is what you do all day long, bro. This is the bullshit you caused, and people are over it.
Hey, Lassane, I see in the chat where she said, I'm not a predator. The only person I've ever heard say anything bad about you is those idiots.
Yep.
And to me, that means, you know,
you must be
pretty good. You must be one of the good guys.
He was asking questions, guys, just like everybody else.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I mean, when you hear a grandiose story like they always present, you're like, wow, dude, can I see? And then they're like, fuck you, you predator. Like, come on, dude. Come on.
Yeah.
That's not how that shit works.
Yeah. You know,
I mean,
they're talking about, you know, why would you want to be against us and stop us from doing these child predator busts?
they're not.
Okay. Well, here's the
doing
thing.
anything.
Here's the thing, though. If they were, let's say the Tim Jones guy in the park, right?
Yeah.
Well, that guy's clearly don't have all his facilities with him.
Or
Right?
the guy at the laundromat.
Right.
Any of them.
But let's just say there is a predator who is smart, who has some brains.
Yep.
If that guy's watching Ernie and them do their bullshit and seeing that A, it's not a cop and they can't do nothing about it.
Yep.
B, give me a blueprint on what not to do, jackass.
Yep.
I mean, that's what they're doing more harm than good by doing what they do. They need to let the law enforcement professionals handle that.
Yep.
That's what I bought myself.
All right, guys.
Yeah, we got a kickoff in 14 minutes, guys.
Well, you guys, that's all I have. I appreciate you guys coming up and answering some questions.
Yeah, thanks for having us, man. I enjoyed it.
It's been fun, bro. It's been fun. We'll have to do it more.
What is it, wet right there?
Have a nice little rant, or nice little round table conversation.
We're scheduled for 10. If anybody's, after Jamie's, if you want to come on over and chat a little more, come on
over to the.
I'd love to have you.
What page? Where's it at?
It's on the stand and on the liking page. It's streaming on both.
Yep.
The stand on YouTube, Tales of the Liking on Facebook.
We're covering both communities, both platforms.
One more time, Don, if you don't care, put the links in the chat for me, please.
Don't get rid of that, bud. Oh, dog, something's wrong with it. I'll never.
All right. Well, guys, I'm going to sign out and get ready for 10 o'clock. And appreciate it, Jamie. Appreciate all you do, buddy.
And I appreciate you guys for being on here.
Thank you, Jamie. We appreciate it, man.
Buddy, anytime.
Hopefully we'll see some of y'all over there on the next chat about Ernie show.
All right.
So, all right. Good night, guys.
Good night. All right, guys. I just wanted to get them on there a little bit. People was asking questions of if anybody has been victimized by these people. And there's some, and I'll have more that I may have one tomorrow night, I'm hoping, that's been victimized. I've done had her on once. I'm going to see if she's willing to come back up tomorrow night and give a little bit of story. And I appreciate you guys tuning in, and go check out the links that Dawn's are putting up there. Tales of the Liking, The Stand. Tales of the Liking is on Facebook, and The Stand is on YouTube, but it will be streaming from both, and I appreciate you guys. You guys have a good night and be safe out there.